Hey, good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Dave.
Is it just a maintenance day for Justin Turner today?
Um, yeah. I just think, Dave, I play Justin as much as anybody, if not more than anyone. And I think that being smart with the way, how I use them, when I use them for the season, I think it makes sense. So he'll be ready off the bench, and he'll play all three at home.
Dave, I know you're doing the best you can with what you have, but how much longer is this sustainable to do what you're doing with your pitching staff?
Dave, it's going to be as long as it has to be. I think that you can't there's certain things that we can't plan for. Certainly injuries, but a lot of guys are stepping up, and it might not, reflect the last three games as far as the win-loss, but there's a lot of good things going on. And so to your question, I don't know, but with what we have each night, it hasn't changed our goal to win a baseball game. And we got Julio going today, and David going tomorrow, and we're going to find a win a baseball game today.
Do you anticipate David working during the All-Star break to build up to what you were alluding to yesterday?
All guys do things to kind of keep their bodies going, especially pitchers. But I expect him to go home, be with his family in Nashville, and keep his arm moving.
So at this point, no simulated game or anything like that scheduled?
No, sir.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Next question is from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, with Julio pitching today, is it a conversation with him coming off of the bullpen game yesterday, another one tomorrow? I know obviously he's been deep into games, but is that a conversation of kind of what the need is for your team, or he's just very self-aware and knows what he needs to do on the mound today?
He's very self-aware. Our players are not only the most talented, but they're the smartest, in my opinion. And obviously what's going on, this is what top end starters do. They embrace this, and he knows we expect him to go deep in this game.
And what can you tell us about Darian Nunez, the roster move today, and his pitch mix and what you expect from him?
I think people kind of talk about comps, and he's sort of a comp to Chapman, the Aroldis Chapman, from Cuba, left-handed, kind of has the same kind of demeanor on the mound and characteristics. He's fastball, changeup, and he mixes in a little breaking ball.
And have you been able to have a conversation with him, and if he is to make his debut in South Florida, just kind of what it would mean to him, and obviously with the large Latin community, Cuban community in South Florida?
I haven't. I introduced myself to him yesterday, talked to him, and said there might be a real good possibility he'll be active today. But I haven't talked to him this morning. But certainly, I think it's really special to him. Anyone making their debut, but certainly Cuban and South Florida. So I plan on getting him in there.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Next question is from Mark Castillo. Go ahead.
Dave, anything new with Clayton?
He was here early, first bus, doing his day game routine, running in the weight room. But I think, Jorge, we're not going to know until he gets a test when we get back to Los Angeles.
And that will be obviously tomorrow.
It'll be, yes, sir. Yep.
Do you know what kind of test? Is it MRI, X-ray?
I would expect an MRI. Yeah.
And what's your level of concern?
Not a whole lot. I think it's just more of, to skip a start, to leverage the break. I'm not too concerned about it.
Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
So is David Price starting tomorrow then, Dave?
So Basically, I can't answer that, Bill, because we haven't decided if he's going to start or take the 3 innings. My assumption is he'll probably start though, but I just don't want to confirm it quite yet.
You want to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup first? Is that what it is?
It's a little bit of that. I just want to confirm with David that I just want to confirm, but I'll know later today. How about that? I will.
And with him playing devil's advocate, how does he not fit into your rotation in the second half? Can you afford to keep him in the bullpen?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Thanks.